Hey everybody, happy Monday mortgage market to you. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage, Economics and Market Fluently. All right, so man, what a busy week last week. Okay, so what all happened? In general, reports give us indicators of what happens in the past, right? It's a report in terms of the last quarter, the last year, that's the analysis. As an example, too, that failed miserably was retail sales and job openings. So basically, how many people or positions are open that are unfulfilled? Way up, big surprise. The other was spending in terms of retail, way down below expected. So really shocking in light of the almost $2 trillion of stimulus, states opening, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that was really a shock to the stock market. Okay. One of the wonderful indicators for the future, though, is consumer confidence. And so that one, again, was a surprise. So in light of states opening, stimulus, such good news about COVID and vaccines, et cetera, the confidence in the economy in the future dipped for the first time in a long time. So that was interesting. Now, here's the general wisdom. Here's the goal. Like truly, realtors, please leverage this. Mortgage bankers and brokers, even though you're sort of my competition, whatever, not really, take this to heart. Seriously, I don't hear anybody talking about this. CPI, inflation, it went to 4.2%. 4.2. We've been at 1.7 forever, right? And the Fed's been saying the goal is 2%. However, if it goes over 2%, your dollars weren't worth as much. My dollar's not worth as much. Well, I've been talking about this for a long time, right? I don't know if you bought anything recently. Cost of steel, cost of wood, cost of food, cost of ammo, cost of anything. Housing is exponentially higher. So I was like, I don't believe your 1.7 number. I don't believe it for a second. Give us the real numbers. Well, somehow magically this last week, they released a report. We're at 4.2. So what has the Federal Reserve said they're going to do? What do we do to combat inflation? Historically. Yeah, you raise interest rates. And the Fed's already come out multiple times and said they are not afraid to raise rates. They're not worried about mortgage rates going up. They're not worried about what it's going to do to real estate. So history shows that's what's going to happen. They've already told us that's what's going to happen, and they said they're not afraid to do it. So in my humble opinion, we have a couple weeks of opportunity. Get that offer accepted. Get your refinance done. All you 4% rates in VA, there's a whole bunch of you still. 2.25 is real. You have a couple weeks until the Fed comes back out and says, wow, 4.2% inflation, we got to raise rates to battle it. Okay, so week to come. Really light report week. Just two really, and it's all about real estate. So on Tuesday is going to be new home starts, which is going to talk about, in terms of supply and demand in the future. Really critical. On Friday, existing home sales. So how is the housing market doing in light of just a limited lack of inventory? Again, important. And let me preface this because it's such a sensitive subject. Whenever we say COVID, nothing political, nothing personal, only economics. So here's my suggestion is through this week, since it's so light in economics, follow COVID cases, follow vaccine releases. So when we see positivity in that, in general, the stock market goes up, right? Which means rates are going to go up. So unfortunately, we like doom and gloom in mortgage. Doom and gloom for the economy equals lower rates, which is good for you short term. So we want doom and gloom for a second to lock in your rate, and then for the economy to be great for your stocks. So hope you have a blessed day. Hope you take advantage and leverage this market. Again, in my opinion, 2, 3, 4 weeks until they jump interest rates up. So, this is huge. This isn't some minor indicator. This is inflation. This is one of the biggest things that the Federal Reserve has talked about for months now. 2% was the mark. We hit 4.2. All right, guys, that was your mortgage market. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage, Market Fluently.